I know the band was formed in 1983.
Correct.
As was I. And I was just thinking that maybe going forward, because we've missed about 33 years, I was wondering if maybe going forward you guys wanted to look into joint birthday parties. That you guys could celebrate the band being together, I could just be there somewhere off to the side, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sure.
Okay.
And we'll have a big party. I'm Chad Gaylord Smith. I'm a Scorpio. And I drum with a little combo from Hollywood, California called the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
How is the tour going so far?
It's going well, man. We're you know, playing our song. People are coming. It's great.
That's all you can ask for at this point.
Exactly. No, we're so grateful and, you know, selling out and having a great time.
Brand new building. That's got to be exciting for you guys.
Yeah. No more Rexall. Now we're in the Rogers.
That's right. Do you have any memories of the old Rexall?
I do, because when I was growing up, I was a real big hockey fan. I played hockey a little bit when I was a kid, and playing where the Oilers won all the Stanley Cups and everything was pretty cool.
Nice.
So I remember for sure the first time we came, I was like, wow, Gretzky and Yari Curry and Messier, wow. You know, I was a big Red Wings fan. I grew up in Detroit. One of the perks of playing, you know, often when we play indoors, we play, you know, basketball, hockey arenas, especially up here in Canada, there are a lot of hockey arenas. So it's kind of fun to soak in some of the history and the vibe, you know.
Since the 80s, how has tour life changed for you? Because I imagine as you get older, maybe you're looking for different things as you're going out on tours.
Really?
I'm saying maybe. I don't know.
You're right.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, when you're in your 20s and you're touring and you're on a bus with like 15 other people, and that's kind of has its own shenanigans and entertainment value, and you can kind of bounce back quicker.
Right.
And we used to party a lot.
I've heard that.
Yeah. So it was a lot of you know, of those sort of things, and you know, drug, sex, and rock and roll, you know,
right.
which was fun, and I don't have any regrets or anything. It was so much fun. Yeah, now, you know, we do everything to prepare to play.
Right.
Whereas maybe back then it was like the playing was getting in the way of the party. No, we've always taken performing very, very seriously, but yeah, it's you know, we tour a lot and still have a pretty hectic schedule, you know, and we've been out for almost a year now. In fact, we played the Bottle Rockets Festival in California a year ago today. My friends the Foo Fighters are playing today. It's like, hey, you guys remember when we were up here last year? And I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, oh my God, that's a year already.
Okay.
But yeah, it's really just about being able to gear your day and everything else towards being able to perform it at the best that you can. So we all kind of have different things that we do. Much less partying and more like eating better, sleeping, you know.
Well, I was going to say, you said it used to be drug, sex, rock and roll. The rock and roll is still, hopefully.
Rock and roll is alive and well.
What are the other two now?
Oh, you know, drums, sex, and rock and roll.
There you go.
The sex part's good.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's all good.
So 34 years, give or take, for different members of the bands. You guys have been together for a long time. There's been ups, there's been downs. People have come, people have gone from the band. But you guys, every time I see interviews or videos of you guys together, you still just look like you are thrilled to be around each other. I saw a video of you interviewing Brad Paisley, which, by the way, you're a good interviewer. and Ketis walks in. No, and I'm glad you said that.
It's not
going to make me look good to these people.
Yeah.
Ketis walks in, and before he's even in the room, you're up out of the seat like, my man. You know, you guys are hugging. How do you guys still keep things humming along, spending this much time with each other for like 3 decades?
Yeah, we love each other. We really do. I mean, we're actually not only bandmates, but we're good friends. And you know, there's times where you're not, you know, hey man, you know, it's normal, like brothers, you know, and we really like brothers, you know. But I've got those guys' back, and they have mine, and same with Josh. You know, he's been in our group now for 7 years, and we love him. He's amazing. But yeah, Flea and myself and Anthony, you know, those guys go way back.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it's we have something for whatever reason, and I don't really know what it is, but there's something, the universe put us together to be and do this thing that we do, make music together, and spend so much time together and share our lives, and you know, in the band and out of the band, and we're at a place where maybe when we were younger we probably maybe didn't appreciate it as much, which
right.
is kind of normal, I think. But as the years have gone, you know, you really appreciate it, and like, wow, for whatever reason, when we get together and we play music, there's something special happens, you know, and it's really cool, and it's hard to find.
No, absolutely.
It's rare.
I mean, it's almost shocking when you look it up and you see that it's been 34 years.
I'm shocked just saying it.
So many bands don't make it anywhere near that long.
Make it 5. I think like like normally a rock band, like if they're together for like 5 years, it's like
they did it.
That's a long time. Yeah. You know, I mean, it's what we love to do, and we're, like I said, we're just fortunate that we're all like-minded in what we want to achieve as a band, and as musicians, as people, as you know, I don't know what else to say. Yeah, it's really a real like honor to be able to go and make music and new music. We're really interested in pushing ourselves and challenging ourselves as musicians and bands, and write better songs. And, you know, we used a different producer on our last record, and we wanted to keep going forward. We don't look back too much. We try to tend to look forward. And I think that's really important for an artist to keep growing and changing like that. Yeah, so we challenge ourselves, each other, and yeah, it's like, I'm fucking lucky, man. I get the best job in the world. I really do.
You mentioned the new album, The Getaway, out now, doing fairly well for you guys. I think
fairly
spot
well.
on.
Fairly well. I think it was #1 in Canada when it came out.
I think so.
Canadians are smart and have good taste. Powerful.
You. Appreciate it.
Look at this guy. Handsome, rich, powerful man.
Anything from the new album that, for you personally, would crack a top 5, top 10 Chili Peppers, either for listening to on your own time or for playing during shows like this?
We got lots of songs.
That's why I'm saying, like, that's elite territory. Top 5, top 10.
You really asked a tough question.
I try.
You know, it's always fun when you make a new record and go out and play new songs. And we play every song off the record except for one. I can't remember which one it is.
So that's not the one that makes the top 5 then?
That one hasn't made the top 5. But you know what? Tonight we're actually going back and playing for the first time, maybe ever, live, because it was a difficult song to replicate live because it has like 3 or 4 guitar parts. A song off By the Way called Dosed.
You're playing that tonight?
And I think if everything goes, we just rehearsed it, and we got Iron Tom's guitar player, Zach Irons, to play one of the guitar parts, and now we've been touring with a keyboard player, and he's going to do one of the other guitar parts on the keyboard, and we're going to attempt to play Dosed this evening.
It was amazing. It was
incredible. The greatest thing ever. That's in my top 5 right now.
The asterisk, the logo, the Chili Peppers logo. I see it like it's on all your gear and all that, but more importantly, it's got to be one of the most popular band tattoos. Any genre, any style. Like, so many people have this. I don't have one yet. All right. Now that, listen, I didn't know if you were going to take the time to talk to me. Now that we've established this, I can go. Yeah, 100%. What does it mean to you guys in the band that so many people love this band so much that they're willing to put your art on themselves?
That's the highest compliment I think that you can get, you know, when you permanently, you know, put a tattoo of your favorite band. I've seen a few Chili Pepper tattoos. Often our fans like to show them to us,
right.
You know, and some are better than others, like all tattoos.
What do you do when you see a bad one? Because they're coming up, they're so proud, look what I did.
I just go, man, that's so great. You can't. But sometimes people will get tattoos of your face, or a flea, or a chair. You know, I see a lot of lyrics is popular as well.
Yeah.
But the asterisk is pretty popular. Yeah, when it's a bold thing, very recognizable, like you were saying.
Stands out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, you know.
You guys have got to do, I mean, a ton of stuff in the music world, obviously, but also outside of it, you guys have got to do a lot of stuff as well. I saw you were drumming for the theme song to the Lego Batman movie.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
I was awesome because I have young kids and they like thought I was cool for like
Right.
10 seconds.
And then they were over it.
Yeah. Whatever.
Is there anything left on
Get back to the movie.
Is there anything left on the bucket list for you? Like, I mean, I know you still love going out and doing shows and writing songs and stuff like that, but is there anything out there that you go, I haven't done that yet and I want to?
Well, my favorite band growing up, and maybe still, rock band would be Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
And so there's no Led Zeppelin anymore, as we know.
Yeah.
But it would be a real bucket list, to use your term, to play with the guys from Led Zeppelin, the remaining members. I like to do that. So Jimmy, if you're out there listening right now, I'm sure you are.
If Jimmy
when
Page
are we
is
gonna
watching
jam,
this.
dude? When he's come to our shows and
Really?
Yeah, we met him before and they're super nice. But yeah, that would be one.
One of your stories, somebody asked you, you know, the old classic question, how'd you get into drumming? And you said you were 7 and you like banging stuff off other stuff.
Yes.
I got an 11-month-old son that's exactly the same way. So I'm asking you, what kind
really young. I play the drums at home. They're like, too loud, Dad, too loud. I'm like, too loud, Daddy.
That's too much for them.
That's too much. But yeah, but when you're really young, before you're sort of influenced by the outside world in any sort of media kind of way or culture way, then they're probably just like naturally interested or have affinity for rhythm.
Yeah.
You know, and like you can teach kids, obviously, you know, how to keep time and stuff, but a lot of kids just have it, natural rhythm.
Yeah.
If they enjoy, you know, music and the instrument, they go on to play and want to learn, and you know, music is everywhere. Everybody loves music, some kind of music.
Right.
Right?
Something.
I think he looks like a hardcore rap fan. You look more like maybe like Katy Perry or. You know.
I listen to a lot of Katy Perry, but it's because I also have a 3-year-old daughter, and I don't stop her. I don't stop her from putting those music videos on our television, but
I like looking at the music videos, you dirty old man. One son was when he was 3. He was really into Megan Fox. What was it? Or not Megan.
Meghan Trainor.
Meghan Trainor. What was that song?
Me Too,
Something
or no?
bass.
All about that bass.
All about the bass.
We had that phase.
All about the. He wanted to watch a bass and some Taylor Swift song. I can't remember.
We made it through it though. That's what's important. We survived those days.
What about like James Brown or like, you know, Funkadelic? You know, I'd be like, it's all about the bass, Dad. All about the bass.
We Canadians don't get to talk to famous Americans very often, so when we do, I'm sure you've talked about this a ton. You probably don't want to talk about it anymore, but I have to ask anyway because it's the big story.
Is it?
How devastating was it when the Detroit Red Wings missed the playoffs this year, right?
It's okay, I understand. I thought you were going to ask me about Will Ferrell, and I was like, this guy's like really cool. He's not going to like do the usual like, oh, Will Ferrell.
No, I'm a Red Wings fan, and I saw a picture of you with Lidstrom after he retired, and I mean, the Chili Peppers thing is cool, but that's why you're famous to me.
It was amazing.
Oh,
it was
jealous.
so good. We played Joe Louis the last time when he retired. It was like 2 days after he retired.
Oh.
Nicholas Simstrom was the captain of the Red Wings for 20 years.
If you don't know that, stop watching.
It's okay, we're talking about something else.
Yeah.
He came backstage, and he was with some of the other guys on the team, and he literally just retired. And so I was like, man, you know, playing Joe Louis, and if it would be so great if you're here at the end, you know, if you don't leave,
right?
If you stick around, it'd be great. You know, what if I just brought you up on stage and just, you know, said, you know, full of, you know, Joe Louis arena people, where he, you know, was the captain and played so many great games and won Stanley Cups, and he was like, so you just want me to come up, maybe like wave or something? I said, yeah, anything, whatever.
Whatever you want, sir.
Yeah. So we're playing, we finish, and I look over, and he's standing by the side of things. He walks up, and I fucking teed him up good. The greatest player, the best man of all time, the captain, blah, 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 blah. Nicholas Lidstrom. He comes in, and the place erupted. It was so beautiful, such a great, to me, sport moment. And he's like, He was like fucking Bono or something. He was like, people were like, ah! And he was like, yeah, this is so great.
Before we wrap up, Penguins or Predators?
I want the Predators to win.
Right.
I just think it's a great story. 8th seed and
absolutely
and like the
PK.
Yeah, PK was like, I don't know about Montreal, but man, I don't know why they got rid of me, man. Yeah, and they're tough. They're playing good. Man, when it comes to the finals, it's hard. Pittsburgh, man, they got the experience, you know, and that really comes into play. I think a lot. Yeah. They're tough. They're you know, they've managed to like fight through their injuries and stuff, and they've had a tougher road. Let's see what happens. But yeah, I got some friends in Nashville. I'm friends with the guys actually in Kings of Leon. I saw them not too long ago, and they're like really. They live in Nashville, and they're like
big wrestling fans. Kings of Leon.
Are they?
Did you not hear about that?
No.
I think it was Jared sent out a tweet because Twitter, that's the best place to put out your opinions. It never goes badly. He tweeted something along the lines of, "Hey, grown-up Americans, can we just stop watching pro wrestling?" And of course, fat wrestling nerds like myself live on Twitter. I didn't go after him, but a lot of people did.
Ooh.
You don't make wrestling fans mad. Without wrestling fans with keyboards, anyway.
Yeah. I'm friendly with Chris Jericho.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He's got his rock band Fozzy, and he comes to see us quite a bit. And good dude, and I like him a lot. And so I kind of, you know, we were playing somewhere, and I think it was like Tulsa or something, and the next night they were doing a WWE Monday Night Raw, so we had a night off, so I went, and I'm right in the front, and he's like, hey man, you know, and so he's wrestling, doing the list, right?
Oh yes, yes.
And he, you know, gets thrown out of the ring, he falls right in front of me, so I like reach over and I'm like, right? As you know, like,
as friends do.
As friends do. And he's like, oh, Dark Necessity sucks! We're insulting each other. I'm like, you're a loser! You know, I'm just getting into it. And the ref, and he had to like wave the ref off.
Right.
The ref was like, you're not supposed to engage with the, you can like high five the guys and yell at them. And it was great. The people were like, you know, yelling. It was so entertaining. I hadn't been in a long, long time. I was actually at, believe it or not, when I was a young boy, way before you were even a thought in your dad's loins. When did Hulk Hogan get at the Pontiac Silverdome?
The slam on Andre, WrestleMania 3?
Yes.
Yes.
What year is that? 1980?
Number 3 would have been 87, Pontiac Silverdome.
There you go, yeah. 87. Teamwork.
We did it.
I don't want to burst any bubbles here, but there is some things kind of worked out with the wrestling. And they didn't.
How dare you, sir?
I know. So I've heard. Only heard. It's so funny to see them after the show. I'm really sorry about that arm thing, man. You know, I was supposed to like, oh yeah, no, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's like they're all super nice to each other. Back then I was like, yeah, they didn't. They like I've seen interviews where Hulk Hogan was like that. We didn't know if he was going to like actually go along with it, you know.
But it ended up being the biggest moment for a young Chad Smith.
Life-changing. Life-changing.
I want to see you body slam somebody during Dosed. If you need someone, I'll come up. You can body slam me.
Maybe Zach Irons. He's like a huge Chili Pepper fan. Like this, we're his favorite band, and if you see him, he's very John Frusciante influenced. But so this is like I'm sure this is gonna be a big deal for him to play with us, which is really great. And we're happy to do it. But if you went up and like suplexed his ass. No, don't do it.
If you need me, let me know. Otherwise, I'll stay in my seat.
If it's weird, I know you got my back.
There you go. Chad Smith, thank you very much for your time, man. Appreciate it.
Pleasure. When I play the drums at home, they're like, too loud, Dad! Too loud! I'm like, too loud, Daddy!
That's too much for them.
That's too much.